We're about 10 o'clock with Twig Sparks. Good morning. How are you all? Sorry about that. How's it going, Katie? Art Turning, how are you? ML Woodworking, how are you? Branches to Bowls, how are you? So, where you all from? I'm in Yonkers, New York. Jacobson Leather, how are you? The weather here is hot. Kingsfisher Farm, how are you? I think our guest is in Miami. Of course, we want to talk about politics and health. And his journey, of course. Donald Works, how are you? Sheffield, UK. St. Louis. And Kingfisher Farm, I appreciate you checking in, brother. Well, everyone, for that matter. But Kingfisher's, he's here almost as much as I am. So, big shout out for that. So, Donald's Works, where are you from? I'm good. Appreciate it, man. I probably should have shaved, but save that for later. Art Turner, where are you? So let me see where he is. Madison, Wisconsin. Are you a cheesehead? Ice Wood Turning, how are you? Where you at? It is, thank you. So who do you like in football? Badgers fan? Oh, Detroit. The lockdown for me, you know, for New York, it was really, really bad. And we got a hold of it. I mean, everyone took it serious. No one thought it was a hoax. The governor, the mayor, everyone was hard on it. People were kind of, you know, hard on each other. I want to say hard on each other, but make sure that we stayed on it. Some people don't care. But for the most part, it was a little, you know, it's a lockdown. Nobody wants to be locked down. But we're better now. And you look at the places across the country that didn't take it serious, and they're in big trouble. And a lot of people are dying that shouldn't, and it's crazy. I mean, had the country locked down for a good 30 days from the start, we'll be over it. And the people not wanting to wear masks, it's crazy. Crazy. So, it's 5 minutes. I don't know where he is. Let me check. Um, let's see what the deal is. How's the lockdown for you, Branches of Bowls? Great Plains, what's up? Great Plains, you're in Detroit as well, right? Morning, brother. Did you post a picture of your planer? Iowa. Okay. That's why you're always on the road. How's the lockdown in Iowa? You all got it under control? Yeah. You should just post it. That's what it's about. It's just about people posting their planers. Yeah, it's hot. I think the country has a heat wave. Branches of Bowls are... You know what the problem is, Great Plains? I got guys in here looking busy. And it's a problem because I need them to be busy because there's so much work. Branches of Bowls, how'd you break your leg? What are you doing? What kind of leg did you break? And what new one are you going to pick up? Great Plains, do you have any lays? Okay, good. What do you mean has been, like 2 months ago? Advanced Patterns, what's up? So I think I might be stood up. It's about to be my first, maybe my first time being stood up. It's the first time for everything. No call, no show. So we're gonna give it, it's 10:08. We're gonna give it till 10:15. And then we're gonna call it. But until then, we can talk. Advanced Patterns, where are you located? What's up, Blade Damascus? Where are you located? And Blade Damascus, I need to get you on here. We don't have enough metal workers. What's up, Eileen the Wooden Pallet? How are you? I think, Geraldo, did you need me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Great Plains, are any of your lays for sale?
You're gonna head up to the yard now? Yeah, yeah.
No, if you need the keys, come and get them.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Josh 57? So I think I'm officially being stood up. Money always talks, man. Always. So I guess they're not for sale until someone wants to buy them. So Josh 57, where are you located? Okay, Ben from Pleasant Street usually has it. All right, so, That guy, the guy I'm talking about, Great Plains, is in the UK. So it's probably, no, I'm not after anything, man. I got 3 big lathes. I got an Oliver gap bed, I think that's the 60. Turned up to 30 inches in and outer, like 57. I have a 25B and a 25C. And you know, the smaller 859s. But I'm not after anything. I think on machines, I'm all good. I'm going to check with a guy Wednesday who has a 20-inch Oliver lathe that needs to be rebuilt, but everything's there. So 4 minutes, I'm gonna hop off. I do Zoom, but I don't do Zoom for this. There's a guy that's what's up, Humble? There's a guy that's on that's interviewing me this week on Zoom. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because now that I have machines in operation, I can take it apart, redo it, and put it back together. But you can't do that when you need the machine. It's not good for production. Lewis MD, what's up? So 3 minutes. I thank you all for tuning in. My 10 o'clock is either late or blew me off. So it happens. And Great Plains, you got a date too. I just need to post it. I don't know. Bemandy Fan 76. What's up? So you gotta entertain me. So what is lockdown like where you are from? It's getting better. It's starting to open a couple things. What's up, Blisswood Shop? And they started to open up again. Some cases went up again, so they slowed it down. Patrick over at Benevolent Designs, I hooked him up with one of the building people where I get my beams from. He's gonna come up and get some beams, but we tried it twice, and the demo guys the demo guy said that they're not open yet. So there's still no construction in New York City. So, you know, that's how it is. Prime Minister in UK, yeah, your Prime Minister is kind of like our president. This thing ain't real, and like the president of Brazil. Well, no, your Prime Minister took it lightly until he got sick. But Brazil is going crazy. It seems like all of the people who took this lightly are having big trouble. Florida, Arizona, Texas. That's kind of crazy. So Kingfisher Farm, how big do you have a farm? How big is your farm? What do you grow? Is it a farm? Yeah, it's crazy, man. I think the biggest problem we have in this world. So what are my thoughts and plans for the future? Well, I like to get a bigger yard. I like to move my yard because now my overhead is killing me. So I like to move my yard probably 70 to 80 miles away, maybe 100 miles away, on land that I own and not rent. Make my footprint in New York smaller. This dude said he got 70 acres, mostly poultry and sometimes cows. Wow. And rev up production on milling lumber. Now, because my team is not big enough, I can't afford to make it as big as it should be. We're kind of here, there, enough projects. But that's the plan. I like to button things up a lot. What's up, Philip Morley? My customers are not worldwide, they're countrywide. What's up, Steelandgrain? I think I'm being stood up. Branches of bowl, you crazy. Steelandgrain, how right? Steelandgrain, how is the lockdown there? Are you on lockdown? I'm Steelandgrain, I'm being stood up. It was the tattoo guy, Twig Sparks. Bugs the hell out of me, because this is another brother. It bugs the hell out of me. No call, no show, just didn't show up. You can take me out. I'm a vegetarian though, no cows. Okay, no, I don't deal mainly with walnut. I was low on walnut, so I got a bunch of it. But I don't, Barrett Baseball, what's up? Need to get you on here too. I don't do mainly walnut. I just needed to reload on walnut. We have about 25, 30 species of wood. And we just did whatever. Walnut's just more popular and it's more money. And it's what people ask for most. Yeah, we're social distancing, mask everywhere. Mark Zepp, what's up? You know what? Why don't I bring somebody on? Let's do that. Let's take the next 18 minutes and let's just go random. Who wants to come on? Any takers? But this won't be anyone's official conversation. We'll just kill time for a little bit. Yes, I have a website. It's right there in the back, baby. BlackLumberJack.com. Yeah, Kevin, let me tell you. I have static noise in the background. Yeah, jump on for a few minutes. And we're talking about the pandemic. And Blisswood works. After Kevin gets off, you can hop on. This might be fun. Chris Bates, what's up?
Hey.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's cooled off a bit here in central Pennsylvania, which I'm very thankful for.
Man, it's so freaking hot.
It's been so hot.
And it appears to be all over the country.
Is it? I haven't even been looking. I've been hunkered down in my attic trying to stay cool and trying to mind my own business.
Wait, how are you staying cool in the attic?
I'm not. But I've got, let me see if I can flip this around real quick. It's cool outside, but so I've got a fan in my window. I turned that one off because it's noisy, but that one's blowing on my head all the time. I've got a fan in this window, and I've got these doors wide open. But right there's my roof. There's no insulation, and it's like the sun beats on that, and I'm just... So
you got a sunlight in the roof?
I just roast. It's just so hot up there, but ugh. So, but I'm the bottom of my shop has AC in it, so I work up here till I can't stand it anymore, and then I go down there.
Okay.
But
all right. So how's the quarantine going?
Not too bad. We're really blessed in this area.
That's right.
We've only had like 100 cases in our whole county, I think.
That's good.
Yeah. But what happens is, because a lot of people don't know anyone that was like personally affected, they're not taking it seriously. Yeah, they're like, this is a hoax. I'm not wearing a mask, whatever. And I mean, I don't like wearing a mask, but I've worn a mask for days on end my whole life. It's not going to kill me. Like, you know, so it's tough. I mean, there's people on both sides, you know, pushing for masks and not, and people just won't wear them. And what it is, I guess. But I'm thankful it's not been bad here, and I just wish people would take it a little more seriously. Just worst case, we're a little too conservative, because, I mean, I know, like, my brother firsthand lost 6 coworkers. He's up in Boston. Like, you know, and my other brother's in Texas, and they're, like, real bad down there right now.
Yeah.
So our area's pretty rural and pretty conservative. And so it's, you know.
Just hope it doesn't spread. That's all.
Yeah. I just, you know, all my shows have been canceled this year, and I just, like, let's get this taken care of, and so we can go back to shows and be in normal business next year, or as normal as we can be, you know?
Yeah. I mean, because if people just pay attention for just a little while,
just
give us 30 days. Let's just calm down for 30 days and see what happens.
Yep. Yeah, there was one show that didn't get canceled. It was supposed to be in like 3 weeks in Pennsylvania in a little town. But the problem is it's a lot of people's second homes. And so they're coming from Philly, DC, Baltimore, Florida, like, and because of some of the restrictions and stuff from those areas, they're like, we can't do it. Like, you know, they just canceled it. And so, you know, I'm out of shows for the year because we can't wear masks. So.
Yep. all you need is one lunatic to come in with it, and next thing you know, 30, 40, 50 people have it.
Yep. Yeah.
And then they spread it.
Yep. It's crazy. I mean, yeah. I'm glad it seems like death percentage has gone down and as summer goes on, but why? I don't know. We're not going to get herd immunity in the summer, you know.
Exactly.
At the rate we're going, I think I did the math, it's going to take like 8 years for everybody to get it or something, you know? So it's like, no, that's not going to work.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
And not to mention the random people that'll die from it, which we don't know.
That's the great part. Like, it's not, I mean, and there's, you know, we can say, well, I'll stop preaching in a minute, but, you know, people are like, well, if you're scared, don't go out. Well, there's people that work at nursing homes and at hospitals and with the elderly. They've got to go get food, you know? So to me, it's the least I can do to throw a mask on when I'm in public. And, you know.
We are so, as a country, as a world, we're so selfish.
Yeah.
Everything is about, and we relate inconvenience with oppression.
It's terrible. I'm like, could you imagine if we were actually like, if white men were actually oppressed somehow, we would lose our freaking minds. It's funny and sad.
People are actually fighting about a mask.
Yeah.
I don't. And my response to that is that's when you don't have any real problem. when the mask becomes your fight.
Yeah, when that's your oppression, I think you're living a pretty good life then.
Exactly.
Just my thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are things? What's the scoop in New York? You said social distancing and
yeah, it's been pretty good, but the construction is closed.
Really?
Yeah. I put Benevolent Design. I connected with one of my city people, the demo guys that sell me wood.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need any more. So I'm like, hey, why don't you come and get this? It's cheap. So he was going to drive up from Virginia Beach, which is 6 hours.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
The guy was like, no, we're closed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? But, it is what it is.
Yeah. What's, are like restaurants and stuff open at all or not?
Restaurants are not open for outside seating.
Okay.
So you can't go inside. You can sit outside on the street.
I see.
And it's literally on the street.
Do they have some streets closed off so they can?
In some places, but others they took a lane, that parking lane.
Oh yeah. And
they do that. Yeah, Derek, it's called street seating, and that's what it is. You're on the street.
Interesting.
But the funny thing is some people have bigger seating outside on the street than they actually have in their shop.
Oh, so they can actually do more business. Well, I mean, I guess good. We need some people to thrive through this,
Right. But a guy in a restaurant would have 10 seats, and outside he's got 20.
Well.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Hey, if people are thriving, I'm not gonna poop on anybody's success.
Exactly.
You gotta make lemonade out of lemons. Yeah, that one.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's
right.
great. But I can jump off. Let somebody else get on here.
Yeah, so we're gonna hop off. If anyone else want to jump on, just jump on. My 10 o'clock stood me up, so we're gonna make the best of it. All right, so Bliss Woodworks, you want to come on? And we're not talking about anything substantial. Crease Makes, what's up? RWS Construction, what's up? Miss Sandley, what's up? Moscow Vitalik, what's up? Are you in Russia? So if there's any, Grooves Guitar, what's up? So if anyone wants to jump on, let me know. Mark Zepp, let's do it. Oh, you're in Arizona, so you should have something to talk about. So it's going to request to come on, so hop on. Richardson Woodcrafts, what's up? So what we're doing is I was stood up at my 10 o'clock, so we're just having people hop on and hop off. Pretty informal. Nothing in particular. Thanks, Derek. Mark Zepp, let's go. Where you at? Okay, who? It'll ask you if you want to join me and hit yes. Mark Zepp is in, I think, Arizona. So he should have a pretty cool outlook, opinion, something to say about the pandemic. Okay, Mark, yeah, scroll to the top and hit request. Jeff, what's up? He's gonna wanna get on. You gotta scroll to the top. Thanks, Kevin Steelandgrain. Got it. Mark's coming on. What's up, my brother?
Hey, man.
How are you?
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well. Welcome. Thanks. So, you are in Arizona.
Correct, yes.
What's life like there with the pandemic?
Well, as you probably know, sorry about the jackhammer. I'm outside. Yeah, for a while there, we were leading the whole world as a state in new cases. And our governor is, let's just say, being quite the milquetoast.
Florida,
and my friends
Texas.
Have a lot. Sorry?
Say Florida, Texas.
I think Florida just just topped us the other day, but yeah.
Yeah.
So restaurants are open. I think they went from 75% down to 50%. There's no mask requirements. Bars are closed. Inner tube rentals are closed.
What are inner tube rentals?
What?
Oh, for the sailing down in the water.
Yeah. I guess
Okay,
DC doesn't have any friends in that business, so.
So how do you feel about no mask?
I don't understand. Like, it's so easy.
Right.
I mean,
you should be wearing them.
Well, yeah, of course.
It should be a national mandate to wear masks.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, if we had some national leadership. And then,
True.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, true. But I'm just saying, out of all of the things that they make us do, that they regulate us on, right? You don't pay taxes, you go to jail, we'll take your property, right?
Right.
But if you don't wear a mask, people can possibly die, and that's not a big deal.
No, I mean, it's common sense. I mean, I mean, I don't know what more to say about that. Like, it's, but we need some leadership that is going to find a way to actually enforce that if it's put in place.
Yeah, that too. Then when it comes from the federal, then it goes down to the state and the local, and then a local would have to.
Yeah, that's what's happened in Arizona. Except the governor also said that local bodies, whether county or cities, cannot enforce anything. So,
no, okay, let me, and this is a thing that kind of troubles me as well. Being a black man, if they were to enforce this locally, they would go after black people. Just as with everything. And that's something that bothers me. Steelandgrain private rights, $50 if we don't wear masks. And that's something that bothers me about enforcing all of the rules, because we are usually the examples that are made when it comes to enforcing the rules. Because we had that here where they were enforcing masks, and they were actually beating black people for not wearing a mask. I mean, throwing them to the ground, beating them with the billy clubs, and then you go to parks, and they were actually handing out masks to white people.
Okay,
So,
I have to be honest, that's something I hadn't thought of.
No, it's fine. We're just talking. We're just talking. But
I mean,
I
here
think
it's
we
like
should wear
4%.
masks. I'm sorry?
Here it's like 4% black, but it's, we do have basically laws that enable racial profiling.
Yeah.
So I get that part of it.
Yeah. So, but all that being said, we need to wear masks. Period.
Yeah.
Period. We need
you
to
probably wear a mask all the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't go anywhere. You can't go into any stores without a mask. And
But I mean, even at work, you wear a mask, right?
Yeah, yes, even at work.
Yeah, and you're doing
that's
physical labor. It's probably pretty hot, and you still have to wear a mask. I mean, you don't because you don't want dust up in your sinuses, like basic.
Yeah, I think that's what Kevin was saying about he's wearing a mask all his life. Yeah, in woodworking shops, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's kind of stupid not to. And we're talking this morning. I think I like the idea of someone who's cooking my food wearing a mask. I think I like that. Yeah, Kevin, stores enforce masks. If you don't have a mask, you can't go in. And people look at you funny too. So it's kind of like a thing. So yeah, that's it here. We're under control. Some places still aren't open. It went up a little bit. It scared people. But we're nowhere near like it is with you or Florida or Texas. But you know, it is what it is.
Well, in a way, we have to behave the same way. No matter what the per capita infection rate is, we all have to do the same thing.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So what is it you do in Arizona?
Well, I'm a landscape architect, but I haven't really been doing a whole lot of work lately, except like on my own place. And actually, just you remember Steven from who has the distillery? So I learned from watching on your show that he still has his own old wood shop. I didn't realize that from Arroyo. Called him up right after your show, and I was like, "Hey man, I need to build this like big countertop, and I want to do it out of wood. Can I use it?" And he's like, "Sure." So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? When you're listening on something like, "Wait a minute, I didn't know that."
Yeah, I had no idea he still had his wood shop.
Yeah. And that was pretty cool too, because you was one of his clients when he made furniture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so stay to be safe. So being a landscape architect, is that kind of like being a woodworker where your grounds are a mess? They don't look like a landscape architect lives here?
My house?
Yes.
Absolutely. It's like a jungle. It's overgrown. But I can show you. I mean,
show us.
Let's see. Does that work? I mean, this is with no irrigation. This is Tucson, Arizona. It's 111 degrees out.
Wow.
So it's, and I'm not saying that because I'm proud of it. It's just, I experiment a lot, and, I've had hundreds of plants and trees not make it, but the ones that do make it tell me a lot about what I can use as materials without using a lot of water. So my yard is like a laboratory, basically.
Smart. Yeah, so when someone calls you and wants some nonsense that won't grow, you can be like, that ain't going to work.
Yeah, I mean, people in Tucson are pretty savvy. They're very into just pure native plants, no exotics. We have some really great nurseries here that only do local, like very local native plants. And so we're lucky in that respect. Also, it's a very DIY community. So, my part isn't usually to help them plant things, just to kind of give them a structure on how to proceed, how to phase things, when to bring in the concrete, when to do the plants, stuff like that. And so it's a really rewarding job in that I'm interacting with people in a way that helps them do their own work.
Okay.
I
so
like
you're more of a
digging holes, but
say it again?
I like digging holes, don't get me wrong, but helping people to do their own projects, I think it's just a lot more rewarding for them, to see the results of their labor, and over the years to watch things grow. And so that they can experiment and really just reap the rewards of their own work.
Very
So
nice.
that's what I do.
And you're like an advisor, a consultant.
Yes. So an example would be if you need some hardscape, maybe it's concrete. When in the process do you do that? Make sure you do all the concrete at once because the truck is more expensive than the material. Stuff like that, you know, that you just wouldn't know as just a homeowner who wants to put in a yard.
Okay, let me pause you for a second. With my woodworking community, a lot of us are like that because a lot of people just decided to do it on their own. So no one went through the proper channels to do all the steps. So a lot of stuff you don't figure it out till you bump yourself in the head. Twice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's good. How do you bill for that? Do you bill for your time, or how does that work?
Ideally, I would bill for my time. Often, I do a lot of trades though too. So I just had a fence built for a friend, and so I was working with a guy who makes fences, and so I was like, I'll help you with this, you help me with that. And then, you know, cost of living is pretty cheap in Tucson. I mean, slow. So I don't really do it for the money. I do it for the relationships.
Okay, so I'm a relationship guy. So if you don't do it for the money, how do you get money?
Most of my money comes from, I have a couple other properties. So, and my tenants have been really good at paying what they can. So I have enough to get by right now. And, you know, occasionally there might be a job that pays really well, you know, just a golf course or something like that. And then I can live on that for a while. And, you know, it's like a movie director who takes on a big Hollywood project so that he can make, you know, a few like smaller budget movies. That's kind of the model.
Robin Hood. Yep. Yeah. All right, cool.
But I'm excited about the wood shop.
Yeah. So when are you going over there?
I'll probably go over today, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hello.
I will, for sure.
And I
yeah, that was a really great interview. I learned a lot about him I didn't know, and he's like a friend of mine.
How long have you known him?
About 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of involved in the company together in a small way, the whiskey company.
Yep. Yeah, he mentioned that.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't.
Is he going to send you a bottle?
I'm gonna buy a bottle. I'm gonna get a bottle either way.
Okay. You should give it a shot. It's an interesting.
You know, I don't drink, but I'll get a bottle.
Oh, then never mind.
No, my son drinks.
You're not missing anything.
Ducky drinks. So what? So have you had to adapt your work to the pandemic? I would say yeah.
I just kind of voluntarily went on hiatus because I have enough projects just for my own places that I want to work on. So I could still do the work, but I just figured it was a good time to kind of be safe, isolate, do my own stuff for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna hop off, see if someone else wants to jump on. If not, I'm gonna go get to work.
For sure.
It's a pleasure to meet you, brother.
Good to meet you too, man.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Okay. So we got one more. Does anybody want to jump on? We got 10 minutes. Anyone wants to hop on and just shoot the breeze, let me know. If not, I'm going to go get to work. We're working on my spray booth. I had issues before, and I ordered some filters to filter. Let's go, Jeff. Jump on. And listen, you all ask Jeff some crazy questions. Let's go, Jeff. Florister T, what's up? I know I mispronounced that. So Jeff, scroll to the top and hit hop on. Hit the request. I don't send you an invite, man. Scroll to the top of the screen, and it'll ask you to request. Hello. P. Wallace, what's up? Okay, Jeff, roll to the top. It's going to say request and hit it. Derek, the spray booth, trying to get it right. Dirk, are you coming by today? Kingfisher Forum, what's up?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. Sorry, Jeff. Snoozy lose, man.
So your farm is how big?
I got a little over 70 acres out here.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's nice. I started out small, but acquired a little bit at a time, and it's all consecutive stuff.
So you grew in space?
Yeah. Yep. As land came available, I bought it up. So.
And your neighbors, they were cool?
Yeah, they'd been here longer than me, so I guess I'm cool enough to sneak in and grab some land. So.
Okay, so what do you do on 70 acres?
For me, it's more of a hobby. I'm a carpenter, and I do a lot of restoration work in the city, but it's kind of a respite to come home and be out in nature. So it was kind of the goal.
Yeah, 70 acres is a lot. That's a lot of land. Where are you?
I'm about an hour west of St. Louis in Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, man, my view is not too bad off the deck.
No, it ain't. Do you have any fruit trees?
Actually, yeah. So I heard the best time to plant a fruit tree is 5 years ago. So when I bought the property, I started planting right away. So I got a small orchard. Here, I'll walk around a little bit, see if I can get to the orchard. But yeah, so the first year I planted, I think, 12 trees. So I got some peach trees.
Yeah.
I've got some apple trees. Let me flip this around here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so a lot of the trees that I planted are a dwarf variety. So this peach tree right here, I got 120 peaches off of.
Okay,
And
do
it's
the
not
peaches get do the
Red
peaches
Haven
get big?
peaches. No, it won't get very big. The maximum I think is 15 feet tall.
No, but do the peaches get big?
Oh yeah. So
Okay, that's all that matters.
oh, definitely. So the main thing is you got to go through and cull some of it. You got to pull off fruit that's too close to other fruit, and it gives you a better yield that way.
Okay,
So then,
that's formative.
yeah. So then I got apples. I got Golden Delicious. I got
Yeah.
Gala. I've got Arkansas Black. I got some more peach trees up there. I got a bunch of cider varieties of apples that I planted the last couple of years.
So do you make cider?
That's the plan. I haven't gotten the production quite up to the point where I can make any. I got some roosters crowing in the background there.
Let's go see them.
Yeah, I got some wild-looking birds.
I'm in New
Yeah,
York.
well,
We got some wild-looking people.
yeah. Well, I figure if you're going to have some chickens, you might as well have some pretty ones.
How many chickens you got?
I'd say I've got close to 100.
Wow.
Here's a little bantam rooster.
Okay. Wow. It's pretty.
Yeah, full size. He's maybe the size of my hand.
Oh, okay. So he's not that big.
No, they're about the third of the size of a regular chicken.
Okay.
But yeah, so egg production's good.
Oh, so they make eggs.
Yeah, so the majority of the chickens that we have are pets that end up laying us some eggs. So let me see if I can find another good one for you.
Yeah, Mark Zubb said, looks like paradise. So you're absolutely right, Mark. It does.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It was one of those goals that I had from being a kid. I wanted to be out in the country, so.
Yeah. So that one's out.
Yeah, this one just roams around. See, this is out in the middle of the woods, so he gets to roam and make fun of his friends who are all trapped in their pen.
Jeff wants to know, do you fight them?
No, it's illegal to do that sort of thing. Plus, it's pretty cruel. But
Jeff,
there
he's
are
a nice white guy. We're not fighting any cocks over here. None of that.
yeah, no cockfighting around here, man.
Do you sell eggs?
You know, with the pandemic going on, I thought this year was going to be the year to go to the farmers markets and start selling to people, but I haven't been wanting to promote being out in public for the fears that are real.
But what about putting them in cartons, putting them out on the street, Quaker style, and say, leave the money and take the eggs?
Yeah, I guess I could probably do something like that. The majority of the eggs I just give away to friends and family, so they're not going to waste.
Do you get quite a bit?
Yeah, I stopped counting. I count bucketfuls now. It's not dozens a day; it's buckets.
Well, you need to put them things on the street and put a sign up.
Yeah, no joke, man.
I bought so many eggs like that.
I'm at that point now. I've even got ducks down here on the pond, and they're laying too.
Oh my God.
So,
look at you.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
Can we get closer?
Sure. They're all out here playing. Oh, so I got a story for you, Robert. I was down here, I guess a couple weeks ago. One of my ducks was in the water just flipping out, and the rest of the ducks are just kind of standing there watching. So I ran down, jumped in the water, and pulled the duck out, and there was a gigantic snapping turtle attached to its leg. Whoa. So I let go of the duck, and I grabbed the turtle, and I pulled it to shore, and the thing was trying to attack me the whole time. Wow. But, yeah, I still got all 10 of my fingers, though.
But so you got more turtles in there?
No, I pulled it out and actually relocated it to a different access on a river close by. So he went on. So they can travel. They migrate from pond to pond. And this one just decided it.
Yeah, he got there because he wanted to get there.
Yeah. So I don't know how they figure it out, but they know where water is.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was probably bad judgment on my part to grab it and pull it out because it was big. It could have taken off at least 3 or 4 fingers.
Wow. It's nice of you
Yeah,
to relocate it too.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. A turtle that big could have been 70 years old.
Wow.
So I figure, who am I to take something like that and judge it for being what it is? I just let it go. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't eat meat. Okay, what's
No,
this?
I can respect that, man.
What are we looking at?
So this is the backside of my house.
Nice.
I was going to show you this rock wall, though. So an old German guy back in the 80s built this thing by hand.
Wow.
And he stacked all this stone from the creek behind me.
Wow.
Turned out pretty excellent.
Yeah, it did. That's actually what he did, obviously.
Yeah, it took him a couple years.
Yeah. Because otherwise, that's pretty damn expensive.
Oh, that's no joke. Yeah, I wouldn't have been footing the bill for that.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't have it there.
Right. It wouldn't have been me building it. That's for sure.
Right. Right. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So, do you grow any vegetables?
Yeah, a little bit. We've got a small garden going right now. Nothing real big. This is all a bunch of tropical plants. These are the lay trees. I took some clippings down in Florida.
Oh.
So these will actually produce the flowers they use in the necklaces in Hawaii when they give you the lay tree necklace.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
You took some clippings and you came home and planted.
Yeah. So I got married in Key West. We eloped down there. So we were cruising around on a little electric car thing, being pirates, taking clippings from people's trees hanging over the
It's American
sidewalk.
culture, baby. That's what we do.
That's what I'm saying. Kind of like Johnny Appleseed. Yeah, man. That's a little taste of paradise out here.
It is. It is. So do you know the other guys in Missouri?
David Stein's across the river from us.
Okay.
I don't know him personally, but I know his work.
Yeah, he's a good dude. And listen, just like you, David Stein, you can roll up on him and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah, he seems, from what I've seen, he seems like a real nice guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But
we had him over for dinner. Good dude.
That's cool.
He
Yeah.
likes brown whiskey.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that, man. No, you guys inspired me. I actually bought a sawmill just after watching people online. And I was sitting there thinking, well, do I want to start small, get a small one, or do I want to upgrade to hydraulics? And thanks to you guys, I ended up getting the LT50 super hydraulic wide and go big or go home, right?
Where is it?
I've got it at my other shop.
Okay. All right.
But it's a mean machine.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
So next time you get an opening, I'll come on and show you that if you want to see it.
Yeah, definitely want to see that.
It's cool. Oh, and I bought a new tractor with a big grapple, so I can move bigger logs and stuff around too.
Okay, what do you really do?
I like to play a lot.
I know that. But what do you do?
Okay, so I work in a lot of historic homes doing restoration.
Got it.
So
okay.
It's not just woodwork. I do some plaster work. I do all sorts of stuff.
All right.
So it's kind of a, Warren, come over. I need you to do this. And I come over and I fix it up. But I've got some clients that keep me busy for months out of the year. I mean, one project can take months and months. So I end up being part of the family by the end of it.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, it's great, man. I feel really blessed that I'm in this position where a lot of times the people aren't even living in the house when I'm working on it. So I'm not putting anybody at risk, and they're benefiting from getting stuff done. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Derek says you're a baller. Derek, he is a baller.
Hey, I try, man. I try.
Look, and Mark Zeff said the same thing. It sounds like a beautiful life. Yes, it sounds like a beautiful life. You live in a dream.
Hey, it's a lot of hard work, but at the end of the day, it's completely worth it. It's not something that just maintains itself. So
right, we got 8 seconds. But you need to grow more vegetables. You need to put a